Do you know what this game is? No. Do you know what I want this game to be? No. Well, buckle in. Give me a drink, bartender. Here we go. Alright. So, look how much cash I have in my pocket. That's right. I went and beat the shit out of the local wildlife for a little bit. Not that long, like an hour or two. I found these things. I don't even know what these are. But I got jumped by a group of enemies. And they were treated as one enemy. And I was like, what the fuck is this? So, yeah. I was also in the swamp for a little bit. And I made this thing spawn. But that's about it, really. Nothing really that important. I got jumped by a group of dudes and I was like, what the fuck? Because they don't, their attack timer is really low, but then they have like 5 to 6 attacks. So, Alright, so I think what we're doing right now is we're going back to this area here. And we need to do the, we need to find Chen. Chen! Wait, is this the right way? Is this the right way? I think so. I think it's just through here, right? This is Chen? There you go. My name is Chen. I'm the Shiki of Lady Yakumo Ran, a nine-tailed kitsune. Right now I've been done in by a nightmare, so my head's spinning out of control. Wowie! A Shiki is, well, it's confusing and I don't really get it, but it's kind of like a servant. Lady Ran is my master. And she's the Shiki of Lady Yakumo Yukari, a yokai sage. So in other words, I'm the Shiki of a Shiki. I'm an energetic black cat who fills the role of a Shiki. And right now, my biggest worry is, of course, my name. My master, Lady Ran, is obviously really strong. So when she became Lady Yukari Shiki, she gave her her name. That's why Lady Ran's full name is Yakumo Ran. But I'm still just Chen. An inexperienced Shiki like me doesn't get to use the name Yakumo. I want to use Yakumo as my name too. I want to become strong enough to become Yakumo Chen and be a big help to Lady Ran. So to do that, I've got to show Lady Ran and Lady Yukari too. I've got to show them how much I've grown and what I've accomplished. But how do I do that? Accomplishments. And that's when I had an idea. In order to carry out lots and lots of Lady Ran's orders, I just had to do what her and Lady Yukari did. I had to make my own Shiki. Okay, it's settled. And it's sooner the better. I'll gather lots of cats and use my power to make them into my very own Shiki. But that was the biggest mistake I'd made in a while. The cats wouldn't listen to a single word I said. And plus now I was busy taking care of a bunch of cats all the time. They needed so much food I couldn't even make it for myself. So in the end, here's their dinner, Chen. And it's a little late to say this after I went and made all of it, but this is a lot of cat food. Seriously, aren't you a little old to go adopting a bunch of pets all of a sudden? She's probably just lonely, don't you think? You clearly don't give her enough attention, Ron. Chen is still just a child, so you should put some more thought into how you treat her. No, she's wrong. I'm not a child anymore, and these aren't my pets, and I'm not lonely. There isn't any about any of that. But crying about that to these cats isn't going to solve anything, huh? In the end, Lady Ron's going to have to clean up the mess I caused. All I did was make it harder for her again. Meow, even after filling their bellies with dinner, they just lays around and ignore my orders. Ha, nothing I do ever turns out right. It always backfires like this. Maybe I'm just a talentless cat after all. And that's why I've been feeling down lately. That's just plain adorable, Chen. So I kinda wondered, does everybody else maybe feel the same sometimes? Does everybody else maybe get down when life doesn't go their way too? And then I heard it. It was a really big surprise to me. I mean, I'd always seen everyone around me as adults who do everything perfect every day, never worried about anything. I couldn't believe the stuff you were thinking about, Marissa. You know how you usually are and all. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? So when I thought that, I felt a lot better. If she feels like this too, then it's okay if it still takes some time. God, why is everybody gotta use my worries as some kind of a reference point? So I figured I've got to learn from Marissa's worries and try even harder. I can't let it get me down. Thanks for saving me. I'll do my best to help. I'm gonna keep working harder and harder, just like you, Marissa. Hearing that someone learning from my worries doesn't make me happy in the least, you know. But yeah, let's both do our best to keep growing. Good to have you with us, Chen. Yep, expect big things from me. Chen, Shikigami of the Shikigami of the Gap Yokai. Chen's first appearance was in the 7th Touhou Project game, Perfect Cherry Blossom, released in 2003. Since she's appeared to Shoot the Bullet, both a Bakaneko and a Shikigami of Yakumo Ran, who is in turn the Shikigami of Yakumo Yukari, and possessed by a Kishin at the time of her conversion into a Shikigami. Chen possesses roughly the intelligence of a child when she's being used as a Shikigami, but when the effect wears off, she returns being just as smart as a Bakeneko. As a Bakeneko, she has the ability to surprise people. And as a Shikigami, she has the ability to use sorcery. Sorcery may sound like a big deal, but she actually can't pull off anything all that impressive. Chen feels attached to her master Ran, and Ran cherishes her as well. Chen, apparently wanting to imitate her master, has been gathering together cats she sees promising so she can employ them as her servants and order them around, but not only has her plan not been going well, she's also at her wit's end trying to care for the cats she's gathered. Chen's naturally high speed stat and exclusive spells allow her to attack in quick succession. She'll gain the ability to grant herself a powerful attack buff after leveling, and will even be able to come out of the front line when an enemy isn't ready for her. Buff herself, attack, then retreat back to the rear before her target can act. However, her base attack stat isn't all that high, so she'll need to be strengthened a bit. Her stats are also abysmal outside of her attack and speed, so you'll need to think carefully as to when to bring her out of the front line. That sounds like a massive pain in the ass character to use. So you're gonna use them, right? No, probably not, because it sounds like a massive fucking pain in the ass character to use. Here's how you use them. You send them in, attack, and then you run away. And that just I can't be asked to do that, dude. That's so much work. So, I don't have the Whirling Blade. Or do I? I have the coveted Ice Sword right there. I don't think I have a Whirling Blade. I have a Momiji Hime. I have a coveted Ice Sword. So what the fuck is a Whirling Blade? Wait, Great Ice Sword? I don't have a Great Ice Sword. I have a coveted Ice Sword. Huh? Uh-oh. 38 Dark Onyx streamer? Yeah, it just kind of happened. No Whirling Blade. Termination Crystal. The Great Ice Sword and the Whirling Blade. I don't know what the Whirling Blade is. But... maybe I have it and... I don't have it. Okay. I do not have a Whirling Blade. I don't know what a Whirling Blade is. But if Great Ice Sword is the coveted Ice Sword, then that's great. Unless it's the Mist Piercer. Oh, what if it's the fucking Mist Piercer? It ain't the Mist Piercer. It ain't the Mist Piercer. Why give it a stupid name? Oh. Why give it a stupid name indeed? Okay, so I cannot free Yomu. Yomu is trapped forever. Simply doomed. Sucks to suck. Alright, Chen. Come on in, join the party. Level 1. Level up. Whoa, everybody can go up 8 levels? Whoa. That's the emergency button. 8 levels? Damn. Boink. I can choose. There you go, see? I can choose. I have backups, see? I have backup level ups in case I need them. Isn't that convenient? I don't have to commit to them, but I have them on the ready if I need them. I will need them. Alright, you need upped in attack and upped in speed. I need... oh, right. I also did this. I got Assassin Strike, which you get by beating up 5 fabled assassin girls, so I did that. I am like 5 enemies short of getting Shadow Step, and I don't think I can get anything down here. 15 Mist Beasts. I don't know what a Mist Beast of the Lost Stream is. Wait, isn't there like a lot more moves than I should be able to see? Freezing wood. I don't know what any of this shit is. Whatever, dude. Level up stats. It doesn't hurt. Even if it doesn't really do that much for her, it really doesn't hurt. It could be the difference between life and death. Alright. Alright. Ready to get walking? Let's get walking in here, eh? Eh? Sorrow of the Fragile. No rumors. Here we are. Here we are. Where's here? I don't know. But I did a couple fights in here. So you can see my lineup right now. That's my kill everything in one hit lineup. They kill everything in one hit. Looks like we're stuck already. What's this rock about? This thing's in the way. Actually, this type of stone isn't as heavy as it looks. I know because I have to transport them all the time with the Scarlet Double Mansion. Look, if I just push as hard as I can move it a little, see? Actually, lifting it would be another story altogether, though. Oh, we're doing strength puzzles? Oh, okay, the ground here is really muddy, so picking it up would be hard, but I guess we can at least push it out of the way. Before any of that, I want to know why Mailing gets the kind of workforce on Earth the Mansion. You're a gatekeeper, right? You know, tentatively speaking. I'm a real gatekeeper, not a tentative one, but yeah, I'm the one who really wants an answer to that. Yep. Push. Push. What'll happen if you push this gravestone into the swamp? Oh. Is that a permanent fixture? Beast meat gained. I'm gonna need some shit. I like the music in this game quite a bit. Like the map music, it's very nice. It's very relaxing. It's pretty good. I also like the goo Renko, but I do miss the goo Reimu. Okay. So I've seen some of these enemies. And they're not really that big of a deal. Mainly because what's her name exists. Ow, dick. It's no big deal. Walking through the forest. Yeah. Wow, how about that? That looks confusing, doesn't it? Sure. Let's go this way. So I could push a tombstone there, but there's not really a point. It just like there's really not a point to that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a mashy. Spire illuminating lantern. You know what? That reminded me, chat. Slay the Spire comes out like next month, doesn't it? Sorry, Slay the Spire 2. Yeah, so there's a gravestone plop area there, but it's kind of pointless because unless it leads to that chest over there. Unless 2 gravestones lead to that chest. You would need multiple. I'd have to see. I don't know. I found that out earlier today because I forgot that was happening. To be honest, I'm not really sure what Slay the Spire 2 is going to do differently from Slay the Spire 1. Granted, I never played Slay the Spire 1. I played Lost Branch of Legend. I bought Slay the Spire on sale because I was like, I'll probably check this out. Demon Core. I'll probably check this out. But then I didn't because I like Lost Branch quite a lot. And that's really all I needed, I guess. Terror-sucking sapling. Feel this enemy will transform into something different if conditions are met. Considering its name, I probably have to inflict terror on it. And if I do that, it turns into some kind of asshole. Slay the Spire 2 has been announced for a while now, yeah. It has been announced for a while. There's other types of like games like that. I think really what it was for me, possibly, that made me go like, I'm good, is I played Fairy Card Rogue, and man, I played that once, and I just didn't really want to. Lucky Horseshoe. I didn't really want to play it again. An accessory that cancels fall damage taken from high drops, falling from 50 feet or higher, deals some pretty serious damage, so you definitely want to quit one of these, or at least it's how things used to be. But once you realize an update from recent years gives you short duration flight capable wings at the start, you won't be falling much anymore. I used to be useful, you know. I tried Fairy Card Rogue, and then I got into a fight with 2 enemies that constantly did 15 damage and never did any other action. And I was just like, what are we doing here? And I didn't want to play anymore. This enemy, whenever something dies, it gets a big boost. It gets a big boost, and if like 4 things die, it turns into a big, scary monster, which is what I showed you earlier. That was the enemy I showed you earlier in the bestiary. Despondent Pete. I was looking a little low. Okay. Rumi has a lot of TP, and she actually hits really hard. I'm quite impressed. I wasn't expecting her to be that helpful of a unit. Lockbox key, cool. I think I got a drop from one of those when I was grinding, but I don't remember. Doesn't matter. There's Monster Train, which I've seen gameplay of. I think is what I really didn't like. I like the mana system a lot in Lost Branch because it really feels like the way you can kind of add and subtract it. It makes it very interesting. I don't like the limited actions with costs amount to it and Slay the Spire. Like you have 3 like it's just a number, it's a 3, and then some cards cost more action. I get the principle is roughly the same. Sure, I get that. The principle is roughly the same, but it just felt kind of like, I don't know. I don't like it very much. Having lost its transparency in favor of many capillary crystals, Star Sunstone is a special type of sunstone cut into a dome-shaped cabochon cut. It possesses a cross-shaped glimmer called asterism that shows under light. Well, most asterisms are cross-shaped, but the shape actually depends on the capillary crystal size. Sunstones don't always have to be. Okay. Okay. Despair of the Drowning. It's the first I'm seeing that enemy, actually. Okay, you don't have anything special. Defeat this enemy while it's affected with terror will increase EXP money and drop rates by 200%. Its terror resistance is 96. The only person I have who could actually afflict terror reliably is Koishi, and I guess Renko? Because Renko has Encroaching Nightmare, which afflicts it. I might as well. Hikati is going to disappear in the next like 2 fights, so I'd rather keep her in case I need to pull her out for something serious. I'd like to get more exploration done after all. And honestly, I hate having to keep formation changing units around. I really do. It annoys the shit out of me because I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Whatever. Challenge 53. No, I think I'm good on that. I'm gonna go back around up here. Let's see. Okay, I get the pattern shaped in here at least. Death guy's back. We do have Assassin Strike. Yeah, Encroaching Nightmare. Lightning Bolt. That's good, because I would like to get some more MP back. Thank you. Thank you, Renko. Very helpful. Alright. I'll go back this way. No, I like Lost Branch's mana system a lot because I just feel like, granted, I don't have a great comparison to, because I didn't play Slay the Spire properly, mind you, but I like the mana system because I like the way that it works and it feels really cool. It feels cool. Ooh, a Despair Orb. Let me go pick that up. You gained a Crystal of Despair. I sure did. Oh, I love that big ass number. Inflicted heavy? Who gives a fuck? You're dead, kid. The little goobers have a lot of TR. Or TP, whatever it is. Dream Soul the Fragile. A dream had by victims of abandonment who continue to curse their own fragility. The disappointment in themselves and resignation of the predicament brings them even further disappointment, which becomes a bottomless darkness they'll never be able to crawl out of on their own. Ooh ah. Ooh ah. That's a Dream Soul for waking somebody up. Okay. I could explore some of the other dungeons' first floors as well to see what's going on with them. I know the game is kind of telling you that, yeah, you can do what you want, but there's an order to this that you should probably follow along to so you don't like look like a fool. But there is a distinct possibility that I will reach a boss and all I will think about is how I don't want to fight that boss. An emblematic threat at the very start of the game responsible for the wise advice of getting poison usually kills you. Poison in RPGs up until then are generally gone from the concept of damage over time. They'll never actually be fatal. But this game's poison ignore common sense and truly mark players for dead, leading to much discussion over it as well as the new standard for the genre. Somebody explain that. Ultra strong. Okay. I actually didn't infect him with terror, but he died, so that's cool. Okay, dickhead. There goes that. Alright. No. This is not what I'd call a game-winning lineup, but whatever. We're only in here for so long. Poison and Pokemon did that. In Gen 4, they changed Poison and Pokemon so that you wouldn't die in the overworld. And I have a feeling that was related more to, like, various issues caused by Poison, rather than, like, just kind of cutting players slack. Because Whiteout respawning from things like Poison was definitely something that was, caused shenanigans. Let's see. Very weak. Die. Well, that helps. Mailing can't do much here. Rare item drop. Cool. Well, none of us are doing much here, actually. Well, we're all getting to attack, at least. Okay. Broken lead heart. Another one of those in the statue. And bone scrap again. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. An orb. I'm gonna touch it. The Kasha of former hell is sealed here. The path shall open only to those who have overcome 200 battles. Well, then that better open, because my ass has definitely done that. I have to push 1,000,000 gravestones in here to get her? Well, at least I opened the path. 200 battles. That's fucking chump change. Hoplet's spear is new. Upon release, the swordsman class tree was lambasted for its low damage, narrow range, and tendency to get hit a lot. Known as a trash class and called many creative names at the time, this weapon was one of the few hopes that those devoted to the swordsman class had left. This weapon gave spear throw a 50% damage boost. And upon hearing that the spear throw skill would be changed to hit 3 times in an upcoming update, many swordsmen were left hungry for it. The update did as it said it would, allowing it to hit 3 times. But the update also brought some serious stat inflation, so this weapon and spear throw didn't make much of an impact in the end. Blood-soaked scoria. Resets all the current area's chest items, enemies, and bosses. Upon use, there are only a few of these rare, abnormal-looking items obtainable through chest and boss drops. If you bless a scoria even further before using it, rather than resetting just the current area, it affects the entire world instead. However, the world will become more and more twisted with each such reset. I do not know what the fuck that is, but that is an interesting description for an item, if I've ever heard one. You're weak to spirit and magic. Oh, I shocked him. Yomu doesn't have Rainbow doesn't have any equipment. Ow. Okay. Okay. Alright. How are these guys on Mystic? Mystic damage? Oh, they're very weak to Mystic. If only Rumia was still here. But you know what? Maybe Marissa can cause some magic. Okay, this is gonna take some time. Okay, that's a very good sign. Do your best. Oh, do your best. Oh, do your best. Aha! Aha! Ha ha! That's not good. Okay. Okay, we're good. Fucking Jesus. 3 items. Sunstone, Star Sunstone, Determination Polycrystal. Alright, it's another horde dead, but that was a little scary. Considering where I am on the map, I think it's fair game to leave because I'm right at the start. So, I think it's okay if we pull out. Let's pull out. I'm gonna give some items. I'm gonna give some items. A diamond edge. Make another one because it's cool. One sec. Rainbow has no equipment. That's why she didn't do any damage. You can have a broken lead heart because it has good. Can I have something that increases your magic? How about something better than that, perhaps? Moon to the eyeball. I got a couple of these. They're pretty good. Alright, let's give her the ability to hurt people now. Cloak of the Bat. I don't even know who the fuck has that. No, no, no. I want big magic up. 16%? No. Big magic up. Sticky goo. No! Big magic. 12%? Oh, this is 24%. Plus other things. Okay. There you go. What about Chen? Bro, I don't know. I don't know what Chen wants. You can have this. It increases your speed. You can have this. It increases your speed. You can have that. It increases your speed. There you go. Alright, okay. Update journal. Back in we go. We gotta start pushing gravestones once I clear that map out to get what's her name. We're gonna pull her out. Alright, here we go. Back to the swampy. Back to the swampy. Once I have the map mapped out, I can figure out which rocks I need to push. It looks like I need 3 though, which is probably gonna be a lot of pushing. But I might need to push a couple things for treasure chests. So, you know. Case in point right here. Possibly. That's looking like, never mind. Blue Moonstone. Moonstones are refined white with traces of faint blue, and ones where the latter shines especially beautifully are called blue moonstones. Mining for rich blue auric class is already dried up, making them incredibly rare to the point where nowadays most blue moonstones you see aren't actually orthoclase, but the relatives Peristerite and Labradorite. Many orthoclase blue moonstones have distinctly inclusions, impurities, or scratches within them called centipedes, making them quite easy to identify if you happen to cross one by it. I do not know what any of those words mean. The explanation of the structure of what makes a gemstone is so fucking lost on me. If it's a pretty rock, it's a pretty rock. Did you just break my heart? Oh no, you poisoned me. Huh. Okay. Really need to kill the guy who powers up on death. Well, I killed them both. Super strong. Thank God for Nitori. Alright. If it's a cool rock, it's a cool rock. I don't know I don't know what defines gemstones as gemstones. I just think if it's a cool rock, it's a cool rock. It's like how the colors. There's like a bunch, like there are slightly different shades and they have completely different names. But you know, to me, is it red? Yes. No, it's not. It's not red, but it is red. Okay, I'm gonna inflict this piece of shit with terror. All right. I'm gonna do it. Alright. Okay. Terror! I killed him. Demon Core. Sounds cool. Isn't. Back in with my kill squad. Okay. Cool rocks. Cool sticks. Are we just simple creatures? Is that all it is? That's all it's ever been, I suppose. That's all it's ever been. It's so easy. It is so easy to please some people. You know, just show them a cool rock, a cool stick, and they'll be like, damn. That's just kind of awesome. Dig a hole. Holes are awesome. We dig holes. Let's dig a goddamn hole together, shall we? People be like, yo, what's he doing? He's digging a hole. Huh? No shit. Everybody wants to dig a hole, alright? There's a masculine urge to dig a hole. That's what happened. We're just simple. We simple pleasures, simple life. It's the simple things in life. Colorful berries. Dream of swiftness. Speed up. Okay. Cool stick, cool rock. You ever see those pictures on the internet where it's like it's someone's room and it's just a bed, a computer, and that's like it? It's just like a mattress on the floor and a computer setup, and it's like, this all you need? Yeah, bitch, that's all I need. Leave me alone. Alright? I don't tell you how to live your life. Can you really get by with just a computer and a bed? Yeah. Actually, I think I could. Book of Guidance. 1 skill point. 1 whole skill point. Alright. I'm almost done mapping this out. It seems to me like the way further up is going to include the tombstones. Oh, extra tools. That's great. I'm going to love passing that off because I got more things I'm going to want to craft to make copies of anyway. Almost done with the map layout. And once that's done... Okay, so there's a few things in here I'm looking at. So you can only push. You can only push. I want to get that chest down there first. And then I can get Orin. Because there's no rush to getting Orin right now. Ow. Expanding bog. I just got bogged. Oh. Physical absorb for 4 turns. Okay. And how about you explode that? Lucky horseshoe. Alright. Alright. Back on the walk. Back on the walk. So we got a tombstone here. I could push that, but it's a lot of work. Are there any specific places I have to push the tombstone? Or is it just kind of like it can go wherever? Because I need to figure out what's going here. And I don't know. Like this seems correct. But also there's the tombstone up here. And there's like an indentation that makes me think you need to push it there. But like, why would I do that? It would have to connect to a hidden path, right? Unless you can push the tombstones anywhere. But why would you be able to do that? You see, you can push that one. I don't know. I don't know. Can you push this any way you want? If I push this all the way down the path... Okay, if I push this all the way down the path, I can't push it anymore. And there wouldn't be enough to get it. And I can't... bring it around there either. So it seems to me the only appropriate thing I can do to push this is to push this way. Because that'll go in there. And I have to push in here because there's no way to push otherwise. I have to go get another one. But there's more tombstones. How many tombstones are there? Okay. There's 3 on this side and there's 3 on that side. So I'm assuming the 3 on the right side are required for getting Orin and the 3 on the left side are required for getting to the next floor. Because there's also a tombstone in an area unexplored. But I'm going to assume I need to use these current tombstones. Because the way I see the way it wants me to push this is it wants me to push this down the boardwalk here. So those will connect and then the last one will push and that should create a path into the middle island. But right now what I'm doing is not that, because I've went and pushed something in a stupid location. Not to mention I can't really push that any further because I can't move that. Or how do I, where am I pushing this? Where am I pushing this? I can't get this down there. I can't get that up there either. Well, because of the way I pushed that tombstone already, I can't deal with that. But I don't know. I don't know which way you're supposed to push this goddamn thing. Why is there even a down arrow and an up arrow? There's a forced path travel for that for some reason, and I don't know why. But I cannot get I can't get any of the tombstones in that location anymore. Okay, I have a question because I've already fucked this up, so I have to leave. But I'm not gonna leave because I can still go get Orin. But where am I pushing the tombstones here to get that chest? Because this, what I'm standing on right now, is wrong. I know this is wrong because I cannot get any other tombstone down here. I can't. It's impossible. So where the fuck do I push a tombstone to get that chest that's just chilling over there? Because there's way too many possible paths here. There's way too many of them. I'm not looking to progress. I know how to progress. I don't give a shit about progression. I give a shit about this chest. But I don't know where I'm supposed to push a tombstone to get that chest. Spirit Flame Fusion. Oh. So I think that's probably the worst part about this game. That right there is probably the worst part about this game. When you simply like start a fight and just immediately die. And you have absolutely zero say in how any of it works. That is the worst part of this game for sure. It is so fucking obnoxious. Because no matter what team comp you run, you can just run into an enemy that blows up one of your units and then it's just, well, thanks for playing the game. Thank you so much for playing my game. Like every other enemy setup, that's fine, but this one instance, nope. Fuck you. Explode and die, asshole. Alright, guess I'll fucking explode and die, asshole. Can't even run either. I can't even run. Maybe Rainbow can do something. I don't want to tackle this puzzle that much. until I have an actual, you know, unit here. Let me see. So, I need to see how to push this. This is gonna be very fun. Alright. So, if I fuck this up, I have to restart the entire floor to try again. Is that correct? Yes. Ah. $33 damage. $33 damage. Rainbow, you're not using your magic stat for this? I thought you were. Okay, careful now. Okay. Ouch. Careful now. Careful now. Careful now. Alright, that was a pain in the ass. Push. Push. Alright. Get it wrong and suffer my consequences. 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 Fuck off. Fuck you. Dick. I need more mana recovery. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Sploosh. Okay, that's one. Now to get the second one, which is up here, which is the exact same process I just did, but a little different because it's the wrong direction. What if you fuck up? Well, I'm not gonna fuck up, but if you assume I'm gonna fuck up. Did you fuck up? No! I didn't fuck up. You fucked up, didn't you? No! No, 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 of course not. I haven't fucked up yet. No, 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 not yet. Not yet. What? Fluorescent shine flower. Okay, bye. See ya. Alright, whatever. Wait, he ran and the enemy is treating it as a death. Yeah, whatever. Don't mind me, I'm just getting my focus in. Ah. Okay, pay attention. No, no, no. Yes. If I fuck this up, wouldn't it be really embarrassing? Pay attention, you wiggle worm, you. Pay attention. Do you like the little audio chirp you hear when it finishes pushing? Hear that? Bothers you, doesn't it? Well, good. Oh, no. Oh, no. No! It inflicted terror. It's gonna do something. I'm not in the mood to fight anything right now. Alright? If I fucking wipe, I have to push all these fucking stones again. Okay. Relax there. One guy. One guy. Kill him. Kill him. I made it. Oh my god. Enveloped in this nightmare, mulling over my time-burning corpses day in and day out, suddenly I remembered something. It was about the time before I died. Back before I became a Kasha, I had actually been a cute cat. I think back when I was a black cat before I died, you couldn't call me a kid, but I definitely wasn't an adult either. I was adorable and innocent, yet I'd begun emanating a sort of charm and allure. I know I shouldn't toot my own horn too much, but here I was such a cutie. Why'd I die again? Memory's vague nowadays. I can't remember. It's been so long after all. But what I do remember is that I was alone when I died. I remember it all. The nausea and chills that came from deep within my head. The way my body felt as it became unable to move the way I wanted it to. How my heart whimpered, I can keep waking, I want to keep living, as it kept trying to keep its gradually fading pulse going. And how the world around me slowly started to shrink and lose its color. And how I started to hear sounds I didn't really understand. And the hopeless feeling of total loneliness. I'd forgotten the reason I died, but I don't think I'll ever be able to forget how I felt when it happened, not for the rest of my life. Which I guess is technically already over, but you know what I mean. All the corpses I burn every day felt the same thing back before they came to me. It was tough, right? It was scary, wasn't it? Y'all did so well, you were so brave. I hope that at the very least they had someone by their side to comfort them as they died. And that just now and again, they have someone to remember them. That's all we really need as we head off to the other side. Anyway, I think about the kind of stuff just on occasion while I work. Even I have stuff on my mind sometimes. The moment you died, huh? Ah, no, no, no. It's okay. You don't need to make that kind of face. I wasn't trying for that kind of reaction, I swear. I'm sure you weren't, but still. It's a heavy theme to touch on, even if you're touching on it lightly. Especially for those of us who are still living. That's one of the bad parts about being a living, thinking creature. You treat death so seriously, but I can get why you'd be like that. I'm the same, after all. But that's exactly it. That's what moves the heart that are loosely connected, still living creatures, and make you feel emotions at the way other living die. But that's all. Hehe, remembering my death is no big deal for me. Don't worry, I'm just glad I could blurt out my feelings like that. That's all, I promise. Come on, guys, let's get going. You know, I wouldn't have expected it, but Rin, you're a tough one, eh? It would have such an easier time if everyone were like you. Ehehe. Kaimbyoren, treacherous death cat. Orin's first appearance was in the 11th Touhou project game, Subterranean Animism, released in 2008. Since she's been playable in Unfinished Dream, All Living Ghost, also made appearance in Double Spoiler. She possesses the ability to carry away corpses in a type of yokai called a Kasha, with an outward appearance resembling that of a Bakeneko. Kasha carry vengeful spirits and the corpses of sinners to hell, making them somewhat akin to Shinigami. Orin is also the pet of Komeiji Satori. Her job is to manage and handle the fueling of the Hell of Blazing Fires, which exists in a place called Former Hell in Gensokyo's underground. She's often seen pushing her cat cart, which she covers with cloth to hide its contents. But it's best not to think too hard about what the contents actually are. Despite the grim nature of her job, Orin is cheerful and friendly. She can turn herself into a black cat, and she's apparently more comfortable in that form than her humanoid one. Orin's style of fighting involves her summoning vengeful spirits to the enemy field and either making them fight for her or using them to launch their own big attacks. Not many characters utilize the enemy field as a resource like she does. She's strong and can manipulate a good army of vengeful spirits, but take care since they can get hit by her ally attacks too, making their upkeep rather difficult. I don't know what that really means, but sounds complicated. Alright. Alright, I got more atelier power. So now I can make... I need 5,000. You can make a champion's wind bomb. Why do the thieves' gloves cost so much crafting power? What costs an absurd amount of crafting power? The R dagger. Cool. Make me a champion wind bomb. Alice, make with the bomb. All right. Okay, let's open up the route to the second floor. Let's do that real quick. And then I'll worry about that chest. Because it's all silly business. Alright. It's all silly business up here. This isn't exactly a puzzle, you just push it down the boardwalk. It's more of a puzzle for Orin, but that's fine. 200 battles. He schnaw. He schnaw. I hate how you have to stop moving to press the interact key. That's a pretty stupid thing to complain about. Not complaining, I'm just saying that I don't like it. It's not inherently a complaint. It's not ruining the game, but it is dumb. Gold grains. Alright. And now we push. Ah! Okay. Yes. So what's this one singular tombstone do? Oh, that's what it does. That's what it does. Wait, what? What the hell are you? Holy shit! Super bug! Hey, watch it! It's not my turn. Alright. Okay, alright, alright. Careful. You're dead. Bye, Alice. He's gonna turn into a scary monster! Oh. Oh boy. Okay, he's dead. Impact resistant polymer liquid. Ominous gemstone. Great. He just like fucking murdered my entire team. Hey, that's no big deal. That's not a big deal at all. Where are we going? Okay, well, I guess we'll just push this and see what happens. Sploosh. Sploosh. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Ascend. Floor 2. You can hear someone's despair. Back when I became a Sakumogami and became able to move by myself, I thought it too. What a filthy, shabby umbrella. No wonder nobody needed it. It's not even an umbrella anymore. It's just trash. One day, out of nowhere, I was abandoned. To be totally honest, I had the feeling that day would come sooner or later. I mean, my master didn't show a speck of interest in me. And when they did use me, it always felt like they just thought of me as a burden. On the day it happened, my master was walking up a mountain trail from some business. They stood me up against a rotting fence beside the road and never came back for me. I can do better, master. I still want to be useful. I knew they weren't interested in me, though. But even so, there were times where you don't want to be stuck without an umbrella, so I thought that they would be troubled by rain. They might come back to retrieve me. But then a day passed, then 2 days, then 3. But my master still hadn't come back for me. Maybe they would pick me up on their way back home the village sometime. No, they definitely would. I was sure of it. Then a week passed, then 2, then 3, then a year, then a second, then a third. The fence I once stood up against had fallen apart, and I was no more than trash flapping in the wind and rolling around at the bottom of a ravine. After that, how many years passed, I wonder? I don't really know myself. But before I knew it, I had become a Sakumogami with a divine spirit in it, with life in it. That's right. I, a shoddy umbrella that nobody needed, had become a Sakumogami. Yeah, Then what should I have done? What should I have done differently to not get abandoned? Someone please tell me. That question I'd asked from deep within my heart was answered by a voice from even deeper within. You already know, don't you? You understand. You want a way to not get abandoned? Well, it doesn't exist. You'll get abandoned no matter what you do. Nobody will ever need you. You're just an unattractive, behind-the-times umbrella after all. That's the kind of object you were made to be. In reality, I already know. Of course I do. But facing the reality that I'm worthless square in the eyes and living on, it's hard. It really hurts. It's too much for me. After all, I want to be useful to someone. In the end, really, what should I have done? I gotta say, to be honest, I don't get that attached to my umbrellas. Yeah, I mean, if you're in a situation where you need one, then that in itself is already a hassle. Umbrellas have a pretty bad role to fill, huh? And thanks to that, though we don't have bad impressions of them, we don't really have good ones either. Even though they work so hard for us, too. Hearing her be sad like this, it's kind of making me sad, too. Well, I don't think you need to take all this too negatively. But saying that, I guess thinking about it, the only reason I can talk is because I'm just an onlooker. Being judged is unnecessary and getting abandoned aren't really any different after all. It must have been really painful for Fogasa. For a life residing in an object. There's always going to come a day when they aren't needed anymore, and their master's life will end someday too. Do their lives always turn out sad like this? Come on now, it ain't gonna accomplish anything for outsiders like us to be thinking about and picking other people's worries and trauma. We're gonna go through the similar stuff ourselves anyway, right? Yeah, you're right, as for how to resolve it. Okay, let's go. We have to hurry and catch up to Kogasa. Wake her up from her nightmares. Yep, that's right. Hang in there, Kogasa. Touch. Checkpointo. Checkpointo. I've come back down, but for what purpose? I can't get out of here. Okay, hold on. I'm leaving, but I'm coming back in. Why? That chest is why. Okay, so here's what I've come to understand. Here's what I've come to understand. This chest is accessible through pushing one tombstone because it is, as far as I can tell, impossible to get any other tombstone down there. So, the question I raised to you, chat, because Lord knows I want to spend the rest of my fucking life doing this. Where do I push this goddamn tombstone to get this treasure chest? Because I don't see a lot of places I can push it. Like, at all. I can't push it here. Because I can't get it here. I cannot get it here. This is not the answer. But this is the only place I can think of that would actually, like, fit properly for it. But you can't get a tombstone there. Because there's no way to push it into the crevice. You can't, though. You can't push it down these narrow paths. You can't do that. It doesn't work. There's too many one blocks. You would need like 3 tombstones. You would need a tombstone to go down next to the down arrow and then one right in front of me. But the problem is I can't push those tombstones all the way down here. I can't do that. That's not possible. There's no way to get them down here. I'm not standing on the right tile. The right tile. Great. Yep, okay. Your turn's over. I'd like my turn now. Alright. How? I have to get a tombstone to where I'm standing. There's no way to do that. There's not enough map to do that. So I can push the first one in the initial position, but the problem is I can't get the second one down there because there is a block in the way. There's a block in the way that you cannot push down. Is it like that mirrored? No, actually it isn't. It isn't like that mirrored. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is there some kind of invisible path I don't see? I mean, obviously not, it's invisible. Is there some path I can't do? The forced arrows don't help. But I cannot push anything down this column because of this block in the way. This block here stops me from pushing anything. And even if I pushed one all the way here, which I don't even think is possible, what good would that do me? That might work, actually. That might work, actually. That might actually work. As stupid as that is, that might actually work. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Yeah, whatever. Watch. I forgot. I forgot what I was doing. Okay. No, I got it. Okay. Pay attention. What I'm about to do has not been approved by the Vatican. Alright. Sploosh. That's one. Push. I'm just gonna grab these because they're there. Fresh looking egg. Alright, 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 okay, okay, alright. I meant to hit the other one. I meant to hit the other one. Okay. Is that gonna work? Yes, actually, it is. Ass. Awa. Awa, awa, awa. Awa, 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 awa. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Where am I pushing this? If I push this all the way to the left and then just straight down. Yeah, that should work. Push, 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 push. Hey. 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 Hey, 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 hey. I'm really busy here. Alright? Don't. Is that in the right spot? Yeah, it is. Before I make a huge stake, let's remember what it is we're doing here. Okay. Making me fucking travel for this one. And I get to go all the way around. I'm tired of seeing these creatures. Alright. No nonsense, please. No nonsense, please. I don't expect to wipe, but like... Okay, alright. Now... we simply... replicate... what I just did. But now... I can do this. Oi, 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 oi. This better be good. Fuck off! Fuck. 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 None of that. Blood-soaked scoria. Oh. Do I feel accomplished? I feel hollow, actually, if you're wondering. I feel hollow. Floor dumb. Okay. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Alice is done. Alice! Can you get me, if you don't mind, Alice, could you make me, could you make me another Champion's Wind Bomb? Okay. Alright. Now what? Now we walk in the other area. What? Why? Why not? Don't you want to see it? Battleground of the Unforgiven? No one said I wasn't allowed to. Welcome to hell. Wow. There are some people who can't be forgiven. For example, those like me. That voice, who was that? It sounded really familiar, but I just can't place it. Not with just a single sentence. Hey, whoever you are, lament to yourself again. That's certainly something you just said. Oh, hey, it looks like we don't even need to spout off any cruel one-liners after all, Raymond. Look over there. See that cliff? Way over there on that other cliff facing it? Let's see. Over that way? That's pretty far. Hey, it's... Ha. The hell are you wearing? damn it, there's just no end to them. Come on, Casson, you fight too. You damn coward. Casson. Aiming for the coward, huh? Man, fighting walls of these pathetic things while protecting this sissy of an Oni. There couldn't be a less thrilling battle in this. I'm not an Oni. Don't care, didn't ask. If you can afford to run your mouth, then fight. Hey, here they come, Cass, and do something. It's fine, No, it's not fine, you absolute dumbass. Ha! Seriously, what's your deal? You seriously choosing now to have this guilt trip? Come on, fighting's fun. Stop being stupid and stand up, Cass, and fight! Hey, don't you dare touch Cass and get away from her. Cass, and move, you dumbass. It's fine, You're so damn high maintenance. They're really not showing any signs of stopping, but still, now that Idiot's protecting was gone, don't think for a second I'll be stopped by the likes of you guys. Ha ha ha, I'll force my way through these weaklings and find you. Just you watch. Where are you, Casson? Shout if you can hear me. Hey, Yugi, over here. Yugi! It's no good, she can't hear us. She's going even further away. And that idiot went straight into the horde of monsters. Well, she beat down all of them and kept going. She's really something. So, we got Casson who was acting strange, and Yugi's here too, huh? I hope they're gonna be okay, but looks like the nightmare's totally got its hold on Casson, but Yugi seems to be doing okay in comparison. Why is that, I wonder? Maybe she doesn't have trauma strong enough for the nightmares to bother showing her? Sounds pretty plausible, knowing Yugi. In that case, maybe she's purposely avoiding the nightmare's effects somehow and is trying to fix the situation on her own like we are. Or maybe, despite how she looks, the nightmares could have already gotten to her and there's something wrong with her we just haven't seen yet. Well, we can imagine whatever we want at the end of the day. We'll just have to follow her to actually find out. Swelter in place in that hot-blooded Oni. Looks like we got another tough nightmare ahead of us. Is this a puzzle? Challenge 67. Okay. Moving elevators that function like an ice puzzle. Her skull's round shield. A word, her skull, first powerful. I think I read this actually. Yeah, I did. That seemed very familiar. Why can't I see, like, map under the map? Oh, that bothers me. That bothers me indeed. Oh, my. There's a fucking tree in the way. Encounter. Is that a dog? Oh. Smelled death and manifested a second head. You're weak to cold, wind, and spirit. Don't you think you're a little too strong? I think you're a little too strong. Hey, you can go anywhere you want. Okay, I'll go to this place. You absolute dumb fucking idiot. That enemy is level 54. You're going to lose instantly. Oh. Okay. Guess I can't go that way at all. Thanks. I'm really glad you gave me the option to walk in, get my ass kicked, and then have me leave. Great. Great. No, it's great. That's fantastic design is what that is. Go ahead, streamer. You get 3 dungeons. Tackle whatever one you want. Oh, sorry. That one's got a level 54 fucking dog. Kills you instantly. Well, should have thought about that before you entered the dungeon. You had free reign to enter, didn't you? Should have leveled up. Should have did the other dungeon first. Why is the other dungeon not required first? Why are you asking questions? We prefer freedom of choice. Your freedom of choice is a waste of time. Oh my god. What the hell is this? So fucking many of them! I hate all of them. Fuck! Dude? Dude? Okay. Okay. I went up one single floor and I'm already burning my reserve level ups. Sometimes, the more I play this game, the less I want to play this game. You ever notice how that happens? It's quite an interesting phenomenon, isn't it? Yes. Yes, indeed. I'd say so. Back to walking. Back to walking. Around the path we go. Where we stop, nobody know. I'm in a graveyard. I've noticed that part. I have noticed that part. Demon core. How many fucking demon cores do you need to put around the goddamn map? I get it. Alright? The old spicy screwdriver. I don't need that many fucking demon cores. What the hell are you? Only be invitation. Yeah, could you not invite them? Last one standing. This unit is the last that will perform a powerful attack 2 turns later. Great. Great. Why are you level 40? Why are you level 40? What the fuck? Yo ho 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 ho. Well, now they're both dead. Isn't that just swell? Alright. Songstress apron. That was no rare enemy. If it was a rare enemy, it would have ran away. That's all they fucking do. They flee before the battle even starts. Fabobo. Oh my god! Oh, I regret clicking that button. Oh god. Oi, yoy, yoy. Okay, alright. Well, we'll get there when we get there. Are you a one-way? Or did you just... Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. How long do you think this game is? 5 minutes? 5 days? 5 years? Minimum? Perhaps? I wonder. I wonder what the estimated playtime for a game like this actually ends up being. Could be a very long game. Could be a relatively modest length game. Could be longer than any human has, like, a lifespan for. That's always possible. Dream of vitality. You know, there's the Pocket Wars. So I'll give credit where credit's due with this game. I'll tell one thing. It's definitely no fucking Pocket Wars. But that's not really saying much. Pocket Wars was a game that was designed... That was a game that was designed with the player not in mind, because everything in that game ran on some kind of random RNG gacha system. that made grinding like a necessity. Oh, I wanted to kill the other one. Whatever. You have no physical defense. Good. Okay. Like, literally everything in that game was grindy for no good reason. Bonus rewards, regular rewards, like everything in that game was grindy, and then everything in that game was like way better than you to a point where it felt like you had to min-max to win. Some matches went on forever, and you just didn't really get rewards. Another fucking demon core. Like, oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh man. The fact that you could go to Gensokyo, get into a wild encounter, and then any unit you used in that wild encounter is now locked out as a usable unit until you leave, is quite frankly ridiculous. There's no other word for it. I don't know what I just did, but what am I looking at? I'm in hell. I'm in hell, and its name is Sorrow of the Fragile, floor 2. Hoorah. Alright. This is a 60-hour game. How is that possible? How is this game 60 hours? The demo took 15. Tell me. How did it miss the main target? How the hell does this game take 60 hours when it takes 15 to get to the fucking demo? I have 20 hours! 20 hours! You telling me I'm a third of the way done? How's that even possible? That can't be possible. How can I be a third of the way done this game? This game doesn't feel like it's even started yet. This game isn't even gonna end. This game will never end. I'll never escape. Either I die or this game dies. Or my attention span dies. That's very possible, actually. I'm not known for having a short attention span. But I am known for having a very large amount of patience for bullshit. Until I don't. And then I don't want to play anymore. And that happens. I mean, it happens. It happens. It is what it is. Can't do much about it. Tweedledee, may Tweedledum. And fire your big ass laser. Broken lead heart. Cool. I've already precursored this saying that this is very possible that I don't finish this game. And yeah, that's not really surprising. I mean, sometimes I play this game and I don't have anything positive to really talk about, which, that happens. It ain't my genre. If this is your favorite game of all time, sorry to hear that. My favorite game of all time is probably Super Mario Galaxy. I love that game. Sorry to hear that. Me too. I'm also sorry to hear that. Alas, such is life. Challenge level 35. No, I'm good. Swampland Assassin. Okay. Dick. 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 Hey. Hey, quit missing. Okay. This game does appeal to a very specific set of people. There's a boss in my way. It's a mini boss. Well, I can always just transport back to that circle, so it's back to exploring for me. Walking up the way. Not that way. Tactic RPGs. Those are bad. Edmund McMilton games. those are pretty bad too, actually. Those those are actually surprisingly bad. Dark Souls, FromSoft games, those can be pretty bad. Some games just have a reputation. They do, they do. You're a bug and you're not weak to fire? That ain't right. What do you think the worst game to play on stream actually is? Do you think there's like a surveyed game for that? Like a game that is like universally agreed that playing it on stream is the opposite of a good idea? What game do you think that would be? Now, I don't know if it's still the case. Hold on. Lorica segmentada. Armor. Okay. I don't know if it's still the case, but I do think that at one point in our history, trying to do a genocide route in Undertale was probably the worst form of content you could attempt to do in any form of, like, Let's Play form. Because people got mad. People got mad about it. I need to kill you. I need to kill you now. You gonna call another one, bitch? Go ahead. Oh, you're just gonna keep doing that, huh? Okay. There you go, Mailing. That's something you can do. That one's terrified, so it can actually die to magic. I got stuff for that. I watched Joel play Genocide, but there is I think it was less about the genocide route itself, and I think it was more about attempting to play Undertale in a certain way was dangerous. But if you were specifying, like, I'm doing the genocide route, like, I think you were fine. But if you, like, were playing for the first time and you're like, haha, I killed a funny frog in the first area, and some motherfucker would be like, why did you do that? What were you thinking when you killed that frog? I wasn't thinking at all, I guess. Oh, I need some MP, please. Deltarune I'm not sure about. I know Deltarune has some kind of... It's got some kind of, like, a genocide route, I think. Oh, fancy that. Marissa's dead again. Truly shocking. Okay, well that's the end of that run. Because you're going to transform and I have nothing to defeat you with. Yeah. Bye. Here you go. There was a game that Vinny played on stream before. I don't remember what it was called. But it was some kind of game that he got recommended. And the game said you could kill NPCs. And he decided to be a jackass and kill NPCs. And people got mad at him. And people got so mad at him that the creator actually contacted him and asked him to remove the playthrough. Because the people were starting to bring shit to the developer of the game for the way he acted in the game. It's like, okay. Alrighty. So that's kind of the point where, yeah, you would never want to see someone like that actively play one of those games because they're not going to play it the way you want to, and that's how the general audience is going to react to it. So, yeah. I don't remember what that game was called. Retreat from battle 8 times. We survived, so it's our win. I've really only run from battle 8 times. Wow. Champions Wind Bomb. More Silver Vine, please. Okay. Could upgrade main equipment. Hikatia. Sunstone and Ingot. 2% damage dealt. Received bonus. Wait, received bonus. Why does that increase the amount of damage she takes? What? Doesn't that sound really stupid? Damage dealt received. What the fuck is that? What? Why would you want that? Awakening slot up. Poor word choice. Can upgrade. I don't even know what an awakening slot is. Upgrading stud equipment? I don't even know what that does. Becomes +1. It increases its percentage by 3%. What? Oh, you can use itself, or you can use... Oh, I see. I see. You can make +1 variants to increase the general stats of it. Treasure. Powerful metal named after the giants of Greek mythology, more commonly known as titans in the outside world. This metal barely exists in nature on its own and has been refined from minerals such as rutile and ilmenite. It took until after World War II for methods of mass production to be developed. Titan steel is relatively corrosion resistant, but its melting point isn't particularly high. It's about the same as the other transition metals. It's light and sturdy metal, but you need to be careful how you use it. Damascus steel ingot. Metal created in the capital city Damascus using Wolt steel from India as its base. Forging it results in complex wood grain-like textures. There are attempts to be made to analyze existing Damascus steel and divulge how it was created. And though a distinct pattern is made successfully recreated, it can point out that it's still different on a particle level, so the recreation still isn't perfect. Holy crystal opal. Opal with an especially colorless or transparent ground color and strong opalescence. Crystal opals are considered to be better and more transparent they are. No clear line drawn between the transparent, semi-transparent, weakly opalescent water opal and semi-transparent, fully opaque white opal is some pretty shady stone gets sold off as crystal opals. The way their blue, aqua, green, yellows, and reds dance on semi-transparent surface makes people feel some sacred. Increased money gain for random counts of 12% for 24 battles. 2 pieces of sun bread toast with a bunch of shredded cheese on top and a piping hot fried egg inside, up in its liveliness 100-fold. The goopy egg and cheese combo is tasty enough to melt your cheeks. 25. Durable diamond. One of the big 4 gems. Diamonds are definitely the go-to for jewelry nowadays, despite their overwhelming fame and price. Quite a lot are actually mined, and many of these are either discarded or hoarded away in order to maintain fine control over the market supply and price. Their high demand and price has sometimes led to funding warring nations of anti-government organizations as well as human rights violations at the hands of inexperienced governments. So these stones are forever stuck with a history equally as dark as their name is widespread. Wandering magic armor. Piece of one of the autonomous weapons or armor is managed to avoid destruction when the girls retain its original shape. Rainbow seal it carefully with their talismans to ensure it doesn't move once more, but some of them start moving on night with full moon regardless. Okay. Alright. Sell. There's no time to sell. No sell. Buy from the treasure shop 10 times. Swindling Cherno. I'm not swindling her at all. Swap party members. Orin. Welcome to the team, Orin. See you later, Orin. Welcome to the team, Orin. Level up. Oh, she already got affected by that. What do you do, cat? What are you doing? What that cat doing? Growth items. HP growth rate by 1. Growth rate is something. Rah. Distribute level up bonuses. Level sync all characters. No, I'm good. I don't suppose I got anything for any of these assholes, did I? Oh, I do. I got a Dream Soul of the Fragile. I got... Oh, I can only get one of them. I have a Sunstone, a Moonstone. Any Mispiercers. Unforgiven. Solitude, Solitude, Solitude. Paradise Yearning times 2. That's a lot for that. So I can get either Aya or Kane. And I can get Patchy right now. Okay, wake up, Patchy. Patchy! Patchouli, or Patchy for short, first appeared in the 6th Touhou Project game Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, released in 2002. Since she appeared in Immaterial Missing Power, Shoot the Bullet, Scarlet with a Rap, Still Training, and Immaterial Histotensuku. She belongs to a race called Magician that's not considered human or yokai. As expected, she's skilled with magic, even more so when it comes to the elements. As such, it says she has the ability to manipulate fire, water, wood, earth, metal, wood, metal, earth, sun, and moon. Her lifespan far exceeds that of a human. She's said to be about 100 years old. Patchouli regards books to be an integral part of her. It's called the Unmoving Library due to how she stays inside and reads books in the Grand Library of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, a western lakeside mansion against Tokyo. She's both knowledgeable and skilled at magic, but her asthma and long shut-in life means her body is weaker than a regular human. That doesn't stop her from whacking people in the fighters, though. She delivers when needed. Patchouli is close to Remilia, the mistress of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. She's also friends with Marissa, who often butts in against Tokyo's commotions, and Alice, a fellow magician. However, she's often frustrated by Marissa's boorish habit of taking books under the pretense of just borrowing them, despite intending to never return them. Her vast wealth of knowledge often leads to independently reach the truth behind the incidents. She's also sometimes shown to be all thought and no action, and sometimes goes off track due to over-reliance on her book smarts. Patchouli's magic is amazing, and she covers many elements, but her defense and speed are pathetic. Some builds may take a few turns to deal full damage unless she gets help. She can hit nearly any weakness and excels at multi-targeting. She can be valuable support too. Patchouli is at the top of the chart when it comes to party-wide magic attacks. Okay. Call Aya. Shamemaru Aya. Aya's first appearance was in 2005. But in a book called Touhou Bunkacho, not in a game. Since she's appeared in Phantasmagoria, Flower of the Mountain of Fate, Scarlet Rhapsody, Touhou Since Subterranean doesn't double spoiler, possible sword card, hint star, 4th season, Shoot the Bullet. Shoot the Bullet, Touhou Bunkacho's game version was the first game where Reimu wasn't playable. Instead, featuring only Aya, maybe due to her occupation, which will come up shortly, making her a good fit for explaining things as well as she pops out of nowhere and nobody batting an eye. Tends to appear more often than other characters in both games and books. Aya is a crow tengu belonging to the Yokai Mountains Tengu Colony. She's a newspaper reporter, the sole publisher and distributor of her own paper, the Boom Boom Mao newspaper. Her motto is to report only the truth and not report on info that can't be confirmed. But Aya's idea of truth is subjective, leading those to view her mockingly call her paper a gossip rag or a school newspaper. Seems Aya's paper still performs better than other Tengu papers, though. This applies to all Tengu, but Aya is polite to the strong and either cocky or superficially polite to those below her. However, she still shows some courtesy with interviewees and speaks with care, maybe to avoid conflict. Aya is actually over 1,000 years old and was alive before the Great Hakude Barrier isolated Gensokyo from the outside world. Tengu are powerful as is, so her experience and age place her in Gensokyo's elite, but she hides her true power and lives as a reporter. Aya has great speed, so she'll shine if you watch enemy turn gauges and have her swap characters around in response. As Aya levels up, she'll master spells that increase her allies' turn gauges, making her an expert at managing the team's turn order. She can also use her frequent turns to attack, but her attack is only so-so, so she'll struggle with high defense foes. Okay. So, I can't get another Dream of the Fragile. The location... Dream Solo. Middle floor of the Sorrowful Marsh behind the Seal of Four. Okay, so there's another one in the middle, in the second floor, and there's also one in the warehouse. So that's what that's saying. So I need a blood-soaked scoria for you. And I actually have one of them. Cool. Ancient fish. Alright. Have 12 allies reach 300 battle points. Oh! New achievement bonus. Check achievements. Dream Amber Key. Cool. Okay. Few bonuses. Claim regular enemy bonuses. 45, huh? Oh. Get it up. 2 Locksbox keys. 5 Dreams of Vitality. 3 Blue Moonstones. Single-minded study set. Dispossessing one of these will increase the EXP by 1%. Double barrel broomstick. That's for 48. A double-barrel shotgun beloved by all boys. You know what? Yeah, the girls against Touhou also unloading one of these into a giant monster from point-blank range. They were cheap despite the abnormal damage they could dish out in an instant, so players treasured them for a long time as tools to fight off the big enemies in the big game, shouting, "It's boomstick time," and used one of these to rip a hole in the hell on earth. Huh? Enemy hordes. Book of Beginnings. Use the rudimentary revert a character's library level back to 0, return all money spent on them, reset their skill tree, and return base stats increase. Okay. Money tree. Master's Emblem. Gather 8 of these and you'll obtain a super powerful item called the Source of Magic. Okay. Well, how many do I got now? Need a Book of Guidance. Okay. Rare enemies. Dream of Protection. In Item Finders Weekly. Immortal Salamander Scale. Dream of Carnage. Dream of Energy. Dream of Affection. Item Finders Weekly. Sea Hunter. Special torpedo weapon purchasable after finishing a specific quest has 5 qualities which mustn't ever come together. It's easy to obtain, light, has a lot of ammo. Its shots can't be destroyed and does a lot of damage. Spend just a bit of money to modify it, and not only will it rival the strongest endgame weapons, but it's one point that trumps them. Its rapid-fire torpedo firing capabilities become available at the start of the mid-game. It's so powerful and easy to use that fans theorize it was originally only meant to work on underwater foes, but that's a truth only God knows. Sounds great. Alright, so that's cool. So Aya gave me a bunch of bonuses because Aya is now alive again. Fabre Book of Enemies. Cool. Hello, Aya. Plus 19. Distribute level ups. Speed. Glorious speed. Factually. Yes. Alright. That works for me. So there's a boss coming up, and I don't want to fight it. So I'm gonna stop. Average level 43. That's great. That's good. That's okay. Challenge level was what, 35? That's okay. I'm good. I'm good. Break. I don't remember bringing these to anything. Right now, a boss fight is going to do one of two things. I'm going to die immediately, and then I'm going to sigh. Or I'm going to somehow get through it, and then I'm going to sigh. So, no matter what I do, that boss fight is going to mentally exhaust me. I don't want to do it right now. Alright? I'm not strong enough. I'm not strong enough. Goodbye. Next time. Pain. You sure? I'm sure.